Hello everyone, today we are going to be doing part 2 of HENG'S story here. Now I did part 1, I guess I did it a little bit ago, but I think it was uploaded same day. But I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do it, but we're actually going to be reading the texts. And then we'll be going to the story. I have the sound on for this one. I usually don't have the sound on because it usually takes, it's distracting. But for this case, I think I'm going to be keeping the sound on. I'm going to be listening to the dialogue and stuff. It's important. So anyway, it says, our Starskip won off course. That's the situation on your end. Your phone has signal again? Yes. How's the situation on your end? We caught Kafka. It was too easy. It was kind of odd. What about Kafka's companion? Did you see Blade? He ran away. Didn't know where he is. Be careful. He's very dangerous. I'll shake off the Cloud Knights and catch up to you. Wait, what's going on at your end? And of course, now we're going to see what was going on his end while we were doing all the Kafka stuff there at the Artisan Ship Commission. This is where I'm pretty sure he was heading with Sushang and Laucha. Laucha? I think it's a Laucha. Anyways, so the enemies, the big one, it looks like. We got enemies weak to that. Alright, let's figure out what we're going to do team-wise. Just looking at the rewards. They're decent. We'll just edit this one here. So let's see here. They are weak to quantum, which is a good sign. Lightning, that. Alright, we'll do a classic. It's a little boring, but we'll run through it real quick. We'll go with this. We should be fine. Well, we'll be fine. But.
So this is the Lafu's Ambrosial Arbor. It's my first time seeing it.
Alright, we'll just throw this on auto.
Aren't you a Cloud
I
Knight?
plan not on talking over them too
Cloud
much.
Knights don't visit the Ambrosial Arbor without a reason. Plus, I'm new here. The Lafu's plague mark is a tree, while the Yao Qing's is a moon. I think we got the better one.
I heard that the Ambrosial Arbor shriveled and died a long time ago. How could it suddenly spring back to life and start growing again?
The influence of the Stellaron. There's no time for explanations. We must return to the Ten Lords Commission. I'm wounded. I need your assistance in getting there. Once we get to Starskip Jetty, you can go your separate ways.
Well, there's nothing else for it. We're duty-bound to help the Ten Lords Commission.
Alright. So you need to escort this person to the Artisan Commission dock. Talk to your teammates again, understand the situation. Well, yeah, we might as well. Start off with her here.
You look familiar.
I think you're mistaken.
Maybe. I ran your facial profile against the records in the shackling prison just now.
Okay, well, that's good. At least he's not supposed to be a prisoner.
I did not expect such a short journey. How does it feel, Master Dan Heng, to be a subject of the Ten Lords Commission?
It's a pain.
A good answer. Short
and to the point. Seems to have been unsuccessful in detangling myself in matters thus far.
We hasten to Starskip Jetty and send this.
I agree. Let's continue our own journey. Some of this extra dialogue I won't be reading or letting them get through. I'll just read it myself. We'll see. Duty calls indeed. Yeah. Alright. Let's go our separate ways now.
I guess you can slip away and...
no need. I operate
Not a smart way
alone.
to operate. The Lafu is... Come on,
Okay.
together.
Together is better. Poor Dan Heng here. Just can't get away from these people that are so pushy. Is there another person I need to talk to, or did I not get the whole situation?
You look familiar. I ran your facial profile.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked to him. Alright, I guess, I guess it just doesn't go away. Talk to him, we talked to him, right? I mean, wait for you guys. Hurry up, then. Nothing going on here.
You're the first Ten Lords Commission judge I've met.
That's
What do you guys
nothing.
do
None of these I could look at,
exactly?
be like, oh, yeah, they fought
Our
them.
work
I guess we
concerns
didn't
the
fight these
Mara
guys.
and the lifespans of long-lived
They're not on the
species.
ground because of
I
us.
don't think this
Not
is the
this
way.
way. Alright, I got it. It's not the way. It's not the way. Going the wrong way really sets you back in these games. So you gotta get like a whole loading screen and such. Okay,
Be careful, everyone.
let's just murder this guy. Alright, yeah, easy peasy. Per usual. I'll use my ultimate, I don't care.
This is double speed.
Alright, support Clara, I guess. It really doesn't matter. We're blasting through this as we should. Oh, I'll use that before we got hit.
Try that again. Gotta
Oh well, at least it kills this guy, I guess. Maybe it'll freeze the other guy too, so we could prevent any extra damage. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now we'll break them and kill them very easily. Perfect. All right. Wow, guys, I don't know if you know this. I can beat the small little scrub enemies they throw at me. Yeah, I know. Don't be too impressed. Don't be too impressed. Been using a lot of probably my best DPS character. Not probably. She just is. She's really good. I've said this before. She's definitely. She should be thought of. I want to do a tier list probably when, right before, Laucha here comes out. Before his banner starts coming out. Just on all the units, I'm telling you, Silver Roll's going to be very high. Silver Roll's excellent. It's hard for me to think about units that I don't myself own, like that I haven't used. That's not an easy thing to think about, right? But there is so much supplemental information out there for me to make very, very smart, educated guesses, right? And so Silver Wolf was going to be very, very high, along with Zila. In fact, just because of them as a combo is really crazy, you know. But Clara is going to be quite high on my thing. I think maybe people underrate her a little bit. I feel like one thing people should think about is units, thinking about these characters, not only in a way where it's like, oh, how good are they in a vacuum? It's important to think about how good they are with other characters, along with how good they are with, you know, to think about if this is the only 5-star you own, how good are they? How good will they be? That is a good thing. Because for a lot of people, a lot of free-to-play players, and that's where a lot of my mind and a lot of my videos are going to be directed towards free-to-play players. Question does come up of like, when it comes to like banners, what's the best for you to summon on? And I would hope that you would summon on characters that are really good with the characters you have already is kind of the thing. And something with Clara is that she has a perfect partner in March 7th who is a free-to-play character. You literally get to the beginning of the game, and they both make each other look excellent. That is something to think about.
You should probably do the same.
You just said there's no hope of the Cloud Knights arriving. I happen to be a Cloud Knight. Wouldn't you call this a timely arrival? Come with us for now. I'll take care of things here later.
That won't do. As a senior artisan, I can't just abandon my post.
Looks like we're gonna have to resort to unconventional methods. Are you gonna come with us willingly? Or do I have to ask the guy behind me to carry you in his white death box?
Can you give me a moment to consider those options?
Now! Move it!
Alright, so it was like we got that guy to come with us, very much not to what he wanted to do. Oh well. Let's use this here. What are we using the dog for right now? Doesn't appear to be anything. Alright. Anyways, as I was saying, I do plan on doing a tier list before the new character comes out. I'll probably be doing tier lists pretty much when, you know, when new characters come out. And the plan behind that would be, of course, to having used the characters. I also want to do videos before the banners come out on should you summon them and such, you know, because generally I'll be a lot more harsher than probably most people are as far as how worthwhile it is to summon for these characters and why you should summon on them. And those people will probably be like, hey, we could do it 2 hours of the game, but you know, generally I'm thinking it more in the line of, if you're a free-to-play player saving up your jade and you're spending your jade on a character you don't need, that's just a little silly. Of course, I mean, if you, at the end of the day, if you just really like the character and you just want them for that reason, then there's no way, no problem with that. I mean, come on. There's no problem with that. But also, you know, you want to take the game, so you're a free-to-play player, you're playing all the time, you want to take the game a little bit more seriously, be able to do all the content, and, you know, make the best free-to-play type account you can, then being smarter is really important. Of course, I'm not going to be heeding my own advice and stuff like that. I'll just say. Is, I personally will be going for pretty much every character for a couple reasons. Number one, hell, more content, right? Getting a new character, plenty more content. Not only that, I'll be able to actually judge the unit better when it comes to tier lists and on whether, you know, you should summon for these characters and such like that. Give you my full opinion on them that's as accurate as I can make it, because I would, you know, have the unit and have been using them in content and seeing how good or bad they are. However, the premium units, I mean, they better be good. If you're a premium unit and you're not good, there's something very wrong. We have not had a premium unit where I would say, I mean, we've only had 3, right? But you know, where I'm just like, oh yeah, these characters are really good. Well, we haven't had one where I've been like, oh yeah, this sucks. If you got this character, your life is worse because of it. It's like, no, you know, maybe some of these characters might be better than others depending on your account and what you've gotten before. The general banner, depending on what you've gotten from the general banner of characters, really does matter towards what characters you should be pulling in the future. They kind of decide how you should be trying to grow your account in what way. That's for sure.
A few more steps and we're at the main gate. Thank you for escorting me. We must go our separate ways.
It's just a few steps away. You're not leaving with us?
Everyone has their duties and obligations. From the day I joined the Artisanship Commission, I've been taking care of the ins and outs of its operations without a day's rest. And today is no exception. The apprentices fled, as they should have. But I cannot let them see their master flee from peril. This is as far as I go with you. I must see what more I can do for the Artisanship Commission.
Master Gongshu.
No use in trying to talk me out of it, young miss. This old man cherishes his life. He won't do anything rash. On your way now.
Everyone has their duties. Let's go.
Alright, there we go. Well, I guess we're leaving this guy behind. He wants to go down with the ship. Up to him, I guess. I don't give. Where's it telling me to go? Okay, well, I guess I'll just keep going this way. Unless this is the way I came? But that was the way I came. I gotta go this way. Here's what I was saying. You know, for example, the new character coming out, he's imaginary, he's like abundance, he's a healer. He heals, but his main kit is centered around damage, which is really interesting, and damage through healing. It's definitely interesting.
Doesn't look like it wants to let us through. Do you think if I yell at it, it could scare it off?
I doubt that. I think Atsai is the only one here still taking orders from people.
Any ideas?
I've got one. Bring it down.
You know, you're getting less silent and more deadly by the minute. Sounds good. Let's get it.
Alright, so here comes the boss battle for this part. Now, as I was saying, this new character coming out is imaginary damage, which is really good. But it's like, you know, if you got Well or you got the healer, what's her name? Oh my gosh, it starts with a B. Bilo? I can't remember what her name is. Anyways, but if you got her or you got like Well, wow, why is her name slipping from my mind as badly as it is right now? And why am I playing so poorly right now as well? I'm not using any of them. Anyways, if you got either of those characters, I feel like, yeah, you probably should not summon the new characters, because, you know, Welt can do a lot of damage, can deal with a lot of damage. You definitely make him really good. The other healer is also excellent and probably heals even more than the new character does, I'm sure. The new character, yeah, it heals, but primarily damage. Just like, you know, the tough part is like the imaginary part is like not a whole lot of imaginary out there for you to make use of, that's for sure. No 4-star imaginary characters, right? So literally, a welt is not something you can go for, not guarantee unless you get your 300 warps, which, if you know, well, probably the only way you're really hitting that right now, as far as I can tell, is music Jade, which is definitely an interesting strategy. Not a recommended one. It's very interesting. But, you know, that's the other hard part, is like, he's the first imaginary one, and from what we've seen, I don't know about imaginary coming back anytime soon, so that's one thing to think about. But I'll talk about that more in a full video, just while I'm distracted while I'm talking, while we're doing these fights here during the story stuff. Just say this one is pretty much the same as the last one. Nothing super interesting going on, I'd have to say.
However, I have a younger sister. You remind me of her.
Alright, looks like they're done talking now. I don't want to talk over them too much. Alright, we're ending at another... I assume this is the end. We're ending at another star skiff. Gonna head to another area. I wonder if there's a part 3. I believe there is a part 3 to the story. I just don't think I unlocked it because I need to do part 1 and 2.
The rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor was bound to bring calamity. The Cloud Knights must be at the Alchemy Commission, next to the Arbor. You should head the same way. Thank you for ensuring my safety on this journey. I will report this good deed to the 10 Lords. And if the opportunity arises, I will return the favor.
Boards the star skiff, and you watch as she leaves.
We're glad we could help. She mentioned the Cloud Knights were at the Alchemy Commission. I should find a ship and regroup with my unit. What about you?
So this is where we go our separate ways.
No. The Artisanship Commission isn't safe enough. How about this? I'll escort you and Mr. Locha a little further.
We are most grateful, Miss Sushang.
Alright, there we go. I guess we're stuck with Sushang just a little bit longer. Alright, that looks about all we got here for today. It was fun. Thank you all for sticking around. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Mr. Svarog!